Hey everyone, it's Mark with Leveled Up again for another round of Ask a Life Coach. As always, I'm excited to see what's in the basket, so let's pause a brief moment for suspense building. Okay, let's find out. What is minimalism? Does it simply mean you don't own anything? Fantastic. What is minimalism? And can I answer this question minimally? Minimalism can apply to just about any area of life. The question here mentioned ownership. Does it mean you don't own anything? Well, we can be minimalist when it comes to objects, but I think, I've said many times that labels can be dangerous, and I think minimalism can be one of those things that people can be competitive about too. It's like, oh wait, you own, I don't know, XYZ, well then you're not a true minimalist, or you're not minimalist enough, and this kind of thinking is dangerous or unhelpful. So don't own anything seems a little bit absurd, but you will find that, purging items that aren't adding value or that you're not, really using, they're just taking up space, they're adding clutter, they may be adding psychological stress. Owning less absolutely can be an aspect of minimalism, and it can be a very helpful, healthy, and satisfying one. So, just think about less is more as the general minimalism theme. And yes, you could apply this to objects, but you could apply this to so many things. You could apply this to relationships, focus on quality connections, and a few quality connections is going to bring a lot more value to your life than, say, a whole bunch of kind of casual ones. You can be minimalist regarding your wardrobe. You can dress simply. You can just have a few items that you really like rather than having a closet full of items that, they're mediocre or whatever. You can be minimalist in terms of your calendar. Trying to cram in as many things as possible into a day. You can feel like, hey, I did more things, so that's more goodness, right? But oftentimes, less is more when it comes to the amount of stuff that we do. Finding more time to, make friends with a single activity or with nothing at all, I think can add a ton of value. So, there's lots of different things that you can be minimalist about. You can be minimal with regard to communication. And that doesn't mean don't communicate, but maybe it means be mindful with your word choices. Don't blab just to blab, right? Think about what you want to say and why you're saying it, that it's helpful and appropriate to say it. And if not feeling like, okay, we'll just got to have, more words as well. So getting to the point sooner is a valuable, healthy thing. So really the sky's the limit when it comes to what you can be a minimalist about. But again, if you think about it just in terms of less being more, and then apply that to every area of your life that you're inclined to, I think you'll see really amazing progress, because our lives just get so heavy. We carry so many burdens. We have so many expectations. We have so many things that we think that we have to do. So just recognizing that less is actually more, rather than this kind of more is more mentality, it's going to bring a lot of peace. It's going to simplify your life a lot. It's going to make it easier to prioritize the things that actually have value. And you're going to find it surprisingly easy to let go of the rest. So minimalism is something that I'm very passionate about. So I really appreciate this question. I hope that some of what I said was helpful. In the spirit of the question, I will try not to blab too much about other ways we might bring minimalism into our lives. But again, I think I've given you enough to maybe get started and to think about it a little bit more. So I invite you to do that. Although perhaps we could also be minimalists when it comes to over-analysis. There's a time and a place for thinking, and there's a time and a place to say, too many thoughts isn't helpful as well. One more diagram or one more list of pros and cons maybe isn't the best way to make a decision either. Maybe I can be minimalist about how I choose things and just roll with my intuition, or just toss the dice and give something a try. So I wish you the best of luck on this minimalist journey. I think you'll find it to be a truly satisfying one. I appreciate the question. I appreciate you all tuning in, and I'll see you back here next time.